It's Big Sharks here with Hassan. We've got our fight card on February the 14th, St Valentines Day Massacre, hosted by Big Hitters Promotions. You want to run down why we're making this video?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give my predictions, my honest predictions, just my humble opinion. Doesn't mean it's facts or anything like that. I could be wrong, might be wrong. So please, boys, do not get upset when I give my honest opinions and expertise. We're just gonna run through the card and just give more of an in-depth analysis on what to expect, stuff that they've done in camp or things that we know of, etc. Just give you like a bit of a breakdown on it all, basically.
Alright, so opening up the card, we've got Asim versus Irfan, 55 kg contest.
Yeah, I don't know too much about these boys. I don't know if they've done any much media work or anything.
Asim came down to the press conference.
Okay.
Irfan, he was a late replacement because
Okay.
Asim's original opponent Haroon dropped out due to personal reasons.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what to expect there, but sometimes they're good fights to watch when you just don't know what's gonna happen, and then that's how sometimes stars are made. You don't know anything about them, and then boom,
And then
you can go off.
this the second fight. You know these two, MC against Shaban, 60 kg contest. What's your prediction on that one?
Yeah, the fans won't know too much about MC and Shaban. They've not done much media work at all, to be honest with you. But if you watch the first fight, it was the first fight on the original show, the last one, November the 15th, and there was an absolute firecracker. Could not have picked a better fight to start the last show. They were just going at it from round 1 to 3, just non-stop action. Some of the boys thought 50% were saying they think one side won. Other people were saying they thought Shaban won. Other side said they thought MC won. So it was one of them fights. It was a real pick 'em fight. People could make a case for either of them winning. So the best thing to do was run it back. My personal opinion from what I've seen, I just think they're both not trained. I know whoever trains hard is going to win that fight. But if I had to pick someone, I might say MC might take it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, not by much though. I know they're both not. They've not committed much to media work. I've not seen too much about them and things, but I just think they're both boxing amateurs. It's a good fight.
No, it's...
But I know Shazzy wanted Shaban to put in a bit more work and things like that. So I think MC might just. I think Shaban just a bit prioritise work a bit more, which is absolutely cool. You know what I mean? You get into that age and things like that. But I just think MC might just have a bit more. I think he's slightly heavier naturally. So I think he might just pip him just on that.
Then moving on to the third fight of the night, it's the rematch again. D against Ali.
Yeah. Tasty one. Yeah, these boys are
genuine needle on that one.
Genuine needle, no love lost, man. They've made fake profiles of each other and the whole shebang, man. They don't get on. I've seen them pushing and shoving at the press conference. The whole Ali's been coming down. He came down a couple of times to spar at the gym. I think Ali's more on a journey. You know, he's looking at the long run. He just wants to improve as a fighter. Where I think D's got a genuine competitive spirit against Ali. Like he really wants to beat Ali. I think Ali wants to become a better boxer, and D wants to beat Ali.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for that reason, I'm going to give this one to D.
He
won the first one, and I think D's got power to hurt him in the first fight they did.
Yeah.
I remember D hurting him with the right hand.
He dropped him.
Yeah. So if I've heard D's been training and stuff like that as well this time around, so I think D will win this one.
You think he will by stoppage?
No.
Fair.
I think he'll beat more points. Ali's alright, he's tough, man. I think he'll give a good go, but I think D might have a bit more firepower.
But moving on, we've got Fahad against Danish.
Yeah, I've not seen too much of Danish, even though he's quite local. He's a Lancashire lad, but Fahad, I've seen quite a bit of. He's boxed on the last show, etc. with KR. A lot of people thought that people were saying that they thought they won, etc. He's come down to the gym a couple of times to spar and things. I like Fahad, good lad. He's a Halifax lad. He comes down, he'll get working wherever he can. I know Billy Glothers rates him quite highly as well. And to be honest with you, he's a tough kid, man. I was sparring, I've done a few little tech rounds with him myself. Southpaw, square on, comes to fight, take a shot well, gives a shot well. I think he might just be too much. I think I'm going to go with Fahad on that one.
Fair. Fifth fight of the card. I might have to move this to further down the card. Mikhail against Subie.
Wow. One that has completely slept on. I, myself included, I did not think about this fight too much.
Yeah.
Because I thought, you know, I watched Mickey on the last show. A lot of elders that were there from my side were raving about him after the fight. They didn't know about him, nothing. But any guy who comes in walking in with Prince Naseem shorts, he's got a back in now, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And boy, he backed it. He put in one of the best performances in the last card. In the Battle of the Roses, he put in one of the best performances. He got stoppage, I believe.
Yeah.
Walked in with Princeton team shorts. Fights out of Artif's gym. Artif's serious, man. I've trained with Artif for years. All his fighters are serious. He's sparring with good lads, guys like Kaderi and these boys. He's in a very good camp full of good kids. So I just thought, do you know what I mean? He'll be too much.
Yeah.
Then Subie came down to the gym, and I know again, Billy Big G was rating him, saying he's a game badger.
Yeah.
He's come down to the gym. Oh, Sharky, man, this guy's got silly power at 60 kilos.
Has he? Yeah.
Man. I'm telling you, the kid he's a fucking banger. And his game, he's come forward, he's got a Mexican style. For him, I'll tell you about him, we were raving about him. We were very, very impressed with him, man.
All right.
He come forward. I did not think about this fight. This is going to be my personal fight of the night. I think this is going to be fight of the night. Because they both got entertaining styles. They both can fight. And they both box on the front foot. I think Mickey can box a bit on the back foot. But last fight, he boxed on the front foot. And when it's early and they're not very experienced, etc.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't think, all right, you know what, I'm going to box this guy, especially from a big crowd. You just end up getting drawn into a fight. And I think that's what it's going to be. But Subie, I'm very, very impressed with as well. And being up there personal, close with him, I think that it's a good fight. But I think Subie's going to nick that one.
You think he's going to nick that one?
Yeah. He hits very, very, very hard, man.
The next one is part of the under-18 heavyweight tournament. Zayn against Aman.
I was there and Aman. Yeah, you know what? I've seen them both in action. When I went to Halifax, I've done a bit of Zayn. Southpaw. I think he's confident, especially against people his own size and stuff. I think he'll swing away. When I was watching him spar with Mise and stuff like that, he was swinging away with guys that he's more confident with. And then I've seen Arman. He's come a couple of times. Once or twice, he was doing a few rounds with a few boys in our gym.
4K from the last show as well.
It's a close fight. It's a 50-50 fight. Genuinely, it is a close fight. It's just about who's prepared better. Arman's got the fight experience on it. He's had one fight. I like Arman. He's a good lad. But I think Zayn might nick that one, you know. Yeah, I just think, you know, when you're a southpaw, it just gives you a big edge, especially fighting someone who's not used to fighting southpaws, etc. I just think that he's going to be, it's going to be a bit problematic. So I think he's going to come there. He'll have a big. I think the biggest difference out of these two is I think the Halifax crowd will play a big part in that one. You know, because there's not too many BD lads that have come down, but there is a big team of about 100 Halifax lads. So when they're all cheering you in a 50-50 fight, I think it'll give him a big edge. So I think Huzler's going to win that one.
Next one is Rocket against Muhammad Khan. He stepped up in Halifax to try to call someone out. That went sideways, but Rocky stepped up on late notice to fight him. He's been in camp though, Rocky. He's got a fight on March, so he's taking over with training.
No. I remember him fighting your first shot, didn't I? I remember him. Good, strong kid came forward, swinging away. Muhammad Khan, kid's got energy, man. He's got fire. He was in Halifax on his one. He stood up, asked anyone in the crowd, anyone his weight wanted it. One kid took 10 minutes of persuading, and then he finally got up, squared up, bit of a push and a shove, and then he weren't allowed to fight him after. So I don't know about that one. But I like Muhammad Khan, man. You know, in our training session, we trained for a couple of hours. This kid stopped every time and said, "Look, can you show me where to do wuzu? I'm gonna go read namaz and stuff like that." And
respect.
Do you know what I mean? I love seeing that from young lads and stuff, man. So Rocky probably got a bit more experience. He might be a bit more gamer and on it, but you know what? Just because I said my man reading his namaz form. I'm gonna go that way, G. Help's gonna be there for me. So respect him. I like Muhammad Khan to win. I like him as a good kid, man.
The next one is a heavyweight contest. Abdul against. It was supposed to be the Yorkshire Giant. We had to pull him due to personal reasons. Andrew Holden stepped in. He's been down at your gym a few times.
So first of all, Yorkshire Giant. Someone passed away in his family. May Allah make grant them Jannatul Firdaus first of all, and give his whole family sabr. Giant's a G, man. He's an OG. Respect to him. Like I said, he was still game to fight with a dodgy ankle. He fought at that time, dodgy knee. The guy will fight, but some fighters need saving from themselves. That's the most important thing. As promoters, we have to look out for the fighter's best interest is the most important thing. So respect to Giant. I don't want anyone thinking that he's pulled or anything like that. He hasn't. He's got a lot of stuff going on at the minute. I'm sure we'll get that on down the line. Giant will be back. He will be back. He's a game kid, man.
You got Abdul against Andrew Holden. You're saying he's from your area?
Yeah, he's from my area. He has come to the gym a couple of times. He's done a couple of sessions. However, he's had a couple of knee surgeries and things. He's a big lump, man. If you know his family, they're all like big rugby guys, man. They're all big units. You know what I mean? They're a family full of big, heavy bone guys. So they are big lads. He's a game badger, man. He'll come out there, and I know for a fact he'll come out swinging. He'll come out and give it. So it's a very good replacement for the Giant, to be honest with you. He stepped in, he showed some big balls. It'll be a good fight, but I just think Ahad Ali will have a bit too much in the locker.
All right.
I think obviously he's been in camp, he's trained relatively hard. He's got boxing experience since he was a kid. I know he's not fought, but I'm gonna have to go with Abdul Ahad on that one.
The next one,
I think it'll be a good fight. I think he'll
Yeah.
come and bring it, but I just think Abdul Ahad might down the stretch. I think he'll stop him maybe.
No, next one is a Mise against Gotcha.
Yeah, I've not seen too much of Gotcha, but from the way he speaks and carries himself, I like it, man. The guy's winning regardless in terms of he stopped smoking and stuff. He was saying for this, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So he's a winner already in my eyes. Mise, good kid, man. He was probably out of all the Halifax lads, but Fahad, when we were text sparring, he was bringing it, to be honest with you. So I know he's gonna bring it on fight night. Mise a good lad. And Gotcha, I've not seen enough for Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've seen Mise, and I think Mise is gonna come and bring it. Like I said, he's training out the team Halifax and stuff, so I think it'll be a 50-50 fight again, but I can't put a finger on that one because I've not seen much of Gotcha. But regardless, he's already winning because he stopped smoking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but Mise is going to bring it. I'll go Mise only because I've seen a bit more of him.
That's fine. Moving on, we've got the other half of the under-18 heavyweight tournament, City against Boston.
Yeah, City,
yeah?
He's a lovely lad. No, he's a lovely lad, I'm saying. He, you know, when all the Halifax lads were chatting dice and I looked in the crowd, he was chanting my name, so bless him. Yeah, top lad. He's come down to the gym a couple of times. I just don't know where he's been training or anything like that, but there's I think there were levels, you know, when he came down, I think he realised himself that it's a tough sport and stuff. But he was sparring jibs. Yeah. So do you know what I mean? He's had hard sparring. It's not hard. It's hard to look good against him sometimes, especially if you're a young lad and stuff. But who is it? Boston? Well, yeah. They were saying that say he looked 25 or something, 18 years in prison. I think Boston looks older than him, man. But I've not seen much of Boston, man. But Cass rates him, and I value Cass's opinion, man. Yeah. He says a lot of good stuff in the group, and I think he's a good lad who speaks sense. So I'm gonna have to go with Boston on that one. I'm gonna listen to Cass on that one. Fair.
Next one, we've got Aman against Muya.
Yeah, I've not seen much of Aman, to be honest with you. I've seen him shadow box. I know he's been boxing a while and stuff, but Muya trains over our gym, man, and Muya is a serious problem.
He's looking really well, Marshall.
Yeah, really man. Well. I did some rounds with him just recently as well, man. We sat on the inside and worked with each other, man. And it's one of them with Muya. I think once he gets in the rhythm, man, he looks very, 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 very classy, spiteful with his punches, slick with his defense, good feet. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Muya on that one, man. He's been in a good camp, man. The guy's a game badger, man.
Next we've got Billy Big G against Huzler.
Yeah. This is a funny one for me because Billy Big G comes trains with me on Fridays. Yeah. And Huzler comes trains with me on Mondays.
All right. Yeah.
So Huzler's coming to the strength and conditioning sessions, and Billy Big G is coming with me on Fridays when sparring and technical and stuff. What I will say is Huzler's not a joke, man. Yeah. Huzler's not a joke, man. He's trains out of Tyson's in Accrington as well. He'll turn up and he's gonna have a do, man, and he's got a good physique about him, you know, for the weight. Yeah, of course. He's quite strong. He's not super fit, but he is strong. Yeah. And he's quite nimble with his feet. Yeah. He's got a bit of a bevel style, you know, bouncing in and out and stuff. He just carries his hands a bit low, but he bounces in and out. So I think he's gonna be tricky, you know, early. Yeah. I think he will cause quite a few problems for Billy early in terms of trickiness. But I watched Billy spar the other day, man. Very, very, very impressed, man. He's improved. I'm not just saying it, man. He didn't look great in the kish fight. He just showed how tough he was. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, we know he's a tough kid. Yeah. But even in the fight against Riz, he showed that he was fit and aggressive. Yeah. He didn't show me how good he was. Do you know what I mean? He showed me that he's a dog. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But when I watched him spar, man, I was very impressed at his boxing skills, man. He was sparring a few guys on the list there that I'm not going to mention. And man, he was busting guys up with the jab, man. Taking a little step back, countering in two-phase attacks and stuff. His fitness is very good. I know he's training with killers, as he says. Down in Leeds, he trains with some very good lads, man. He's got two Dreamy with him, Ibra with him, his coach Ismail, etc. He's training along with a good team, man. Even with Suebe and these lot, man. So I'm very, very impressed with his training. He comes down and he's sparring Jabes. He's sparring a couple of boys down there. He's sparring Zishan, sparring some good lads. He does some work with Abzi. He's got a bit of pop for his weight, so I'm gonna have to go with Billy on that because I just think that it's coming together for him now. He's quite seasoned. I'm going to go with Billy on that one. But I think Huzler will make it tricky. Yeah. He won't look to quit, man. I think he'll be there all night. Unless he gasses really hard and Billy puts the pressure on. But I think Huzler will be game, man. But don't be surprised if Huzler. Do you know what I mean? It's not a shit fight, man. It's a tough fight.
Yeah. Then we've got fight number 14, heavyweight contest, Ehsan against 40.
Yeah, look, Fordy's out of my gym. He's training. I've seen Fordy leveling up quite a bit. This whole camp's been his best camp. It's the best I've seen him look, as Fahim says, and he's very accurate in saying so. Fordy has very, very weird power.
Yeah.
He hits you, but you feel it after.
Yeah.
He's not fast, but he's accurate. Do you know what I mean? You throw a shot, you'll go to block it, it'll land half a second later, then you'll feel it 20 seconds later. He's got a thudding type of power to him, and he's a big lad. 6'4", I believe. He's running good times for a big heavyweight, 5Ks in 28 minutes. He's blasting out hill sprints with us. He's been training very hard, cutting no corners, no drinking, no nothing. And that was even on Christmas and that, man. Do you know what I mean? He's put work in and he's looking very good, man. He's giving Abzi good work in sparring. He's got very good sparring partners. He's been giving Sian work, a couple of boys. So I'm going to go with 40 on that one. And I think 40's going to look to finish him too. Yeah. I think 40's going to come. He's going to bring it. He sold a lot of tickets. He's got a rowdy crowd, 40. He's got a very rowdy crowd.
I can imagine, man. Especially after a few J2Os.
Yeah, a few J2Os and they're bouncing all over the gaff. But I think 40's gonna do that one. I'm very impressed how he's looking. But don't get me wrong, Thingy didn't look bad, man. I seen him on the bag. He was changing angles, going to the body, changed out of a good gym. It'll be a good fight, but I just think 40 will be too much for him.
Next is your younger brother, one of the most avoided fighters on the circuit as well. Shaban against Dylan, 75 kg.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Look, I like Dylan the way he carried himself in the face-off, how he spoke. Very game, with no nonsense. He's gonna bring it. He's a fighting man. He's on the circuit, so I think he's going to come and bring it. But unfortunately, I think that's what's going to get him stopped. And stopped in emphatic fashion, man. Sian's dropping a lot of guys in sparring. He's busting eardrums, dropping guys off 20% power shots. If Sian relaxes, he'll stop the guy. If he comes in aggressive like he did on Ishak, when you try to force knockouts, they don't come.
Yeah.
But like I said, he's had back-to-back camps now. He's trained more than he did in the last camp. Not as much as he should do. But he's relatively fit. I think if Sian stays on the front foot, relaxed behind a very sharp jab, I think he's going to get rid of this guy, man. I think he's going to absolutely blast him and put a big statement out there, man. I think he's going to get his name out there now.
Inshallah. Next, we've got Subie against Subie.
You know what, man? I like both of these kids, yeah?
Yeah.
Subie Halifax is a boyo. I like Subie Halifax. I like all his family, apart from Quaj. I'm joking. Quaj is my boy. What do you call it? Subie's a G, man. I like Subie. He's a good kid, man. He's slick. He moves very well for his size. I wish he got down in weight a bit more, because guys he's fighting, they've got an advantage in terms of height with him and length. But he moves very well for his size. It just depends on the Halifax camp. Do you know what I mean? It just depends on how well the camp's been. Ghazi's been pushing them. They've been saying they've been pushed by Ghazi. So we're gonna have to see on fight night now. But the other Subie from Nelson, he's been coming down to the gym with Marvia. He trains with Marvia down in Burnley. Then he comes with us and he comes trains on Fridays and Mondays. So he's technical sparring and he's blasting out conditioning sessions.
Yeah.
And what I will say is he's a very, very, very hard worker.
All right.
He does get hit a bit more than he should, and he'll tell you that himself. But he's not shy of taking a shot, and he'll be there all night long. Genuine, it's going to be a close fight. That I think Subie Halifax are going to cause problems early, slick movement. But I just believe that there's different levels in terms of training camps.
Okay.
And I think Nelson's fitness is going to come strong late, and he's just going to be too much down the line now.
All right. Fair. Interesting. Next one, you got the Yorkshire captain against Sami the Bull.
Yeah, man. When they came down to spar, I knew we were going to be close. I knew we were going to be 50-50 because I know Sami's very raw. You know what I mean? Early in camp, and I know that one fight experience over a guy 0-0 is a big difference, man. When you face the crowd, etc., and all of these things. And it was very good, man. I think Captain looked technically better and had the faster hands.
All right, yeah.
He were doing little things, setting up little traps in that spar. But then Sami was tough, man. He weren't getting hurt, and he were coming forward and he were landing. Sami didn't look great in that round, but it was his type of spar in a 3-round fight. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
As in down the line, it would have suited him at that pace.
Yeah.
Whereas Captain were landing the flashy shots, etc. You could have said he picked round 1 or it was a draw. But I just felt like in that type of spar, round 2 and 3, Sami would take it. Saying that, Sami's improved a hell of a lot, man. He's been boxing. Look, Fahim's a brilliant coach. My mate Sak Yunus from AK has been coaching us in the mornings too. And we've been doing a lot of drill work with him. And the thing about Sami is he's got his brother Abzi's genetics in terms of he's a very game kid, come forward, strong, aggressive. he's got that about him, and he's very fit, man. He's been smashing out hill sprints, and he's been smashing out circuits, and he's doing very, very well in the circuit of death, etc. I just think that Isa's, I don't think he's surrounded with the same type of people. Do you know what I mean? That are gonna push him the same way we were.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean? I think you think about Isa, he's almost like I don't know, man. They don't hold back on him in sparring and things like that. Where I think with Sami, he's constantly getting stopped and taught, do this, do that, do this. Do you know what I mean? From the highlights I see of Isa, he's going there and he's coming out doing the same thing. Don't get me wrong, he improved a bit and he fought Zayn, so he's tough. He showed how tough he is. Do you get me? But I just think Sami's improved a lot in that time since the spot. So I think Sami's going to beat him. I don't think he's going to stop him. I think he's going to beat him on points in a tough fight.
For the next one, we've got Ishak against Zayn to Dreamy. Very interesting matchup.
Yeah. First of all, I think that Ishak should be commended for the big balls that he's shown and the big cojones, man. The guy is really about. He got offered that fight. He said he was going to call him out after the last fight, but obviously his crowd were too busy swearing at him. So
I didn't even know. He was going to call Zayn to Dreamy out.
Yeah, he was going to call Zayn to Dreamy out. He was going to call him out, but he was just getting death given to him by the crowd, so he probably forgot to. But then
the fight got microphone of him.
Fight got offered to him, and he took it in a heartbeat. Look, it's his last fight before he turns amateur. He's training out of a gym, coached by the IBO champ. Do you know what I mean? Big J Khalik. So he's in good tutelage there. Look, he's tall, he's awkward. We've cornered him. His first fight, awkward lungs, and he knows how to fight long. Some tall guys can't fight tall. This guy can. He's going to be awkward. So first of all, big respect to Ishak, man. The guy's a warrior, man. Respect to him. He's been nothing but a delight on our promotions, man. He takes you on whoever, whenever. I swear he messaged me, asking me for the fight. He messaged me.
Did he?
Yeah, he messaged me, but I didn't even I forgot. Then he's messaged me going, I don't know why I said this, but but
he's calling you out.
Yeah, calling me out, man. You know what I mean?
Ishak.
Yeah, I'm fucking hell. He's too brave for his own good. But Too Dreamy as well. Zayn Too Dreamy. What can we say about Too Dreamy, man? He's the absolute bio winner. What a cool customer Zayn is, man. He's an absolute G, man. Proper cool bastard. Look, he's in gym again with some good lads, man. Both at Safe Gym in Rotherham and down at Leeds with Ismail. He's in a good gym. And that's, good gyms, you're getting tested every single day. That's what it's about, man. And I think Too Dreamy's he's experienced. He's been on a big stage. You could tell from the press conference, he's more media trained. He's got more about him in terms of he knows how to speak and things. And I just think that the difference, it's going to be an awkward first round. Even for Zayn, because two tall guys, it is awkward. I've seen Zayn spar tall guys, it gets awkward. Do you know what I mean? So I think it'll be very awkward for a round. Then I just think that Zayn has more in the locker in terms of athleticism. I think he's a sharper puncher, heavier hitter. I think he'll be fitter, and I just think he'll be able to land because he's a bit sharper. I think Zayn's going to take that one. I think either late stoppage. I think he's going to get a late stoppage if he doesn't force it, or he's going to win on points. But like I said, he could go in there and have a really big off night. Ishak's got the ability to make people look silly sometimes. You know what I mean? So it's a tough fight, but I think Zayn. I'm going with Zayn on that one.
No, his next one, co-main event. There's a title on the line as well. It's yourself against the bare knuckle champion, hard hitting Will Kearns.
Will Kearns, man, top man. Everyone who knows him on the circuit knows.
10-ounce gloves as well, like,
10-ounce gloves, yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that's it, man. He's used to fighting in no gloves, so he's a BKB champ. Do you know what I mean? With Will's fingers, I think people are overlooking him, because of the Dyson call out, etc. Me, Fahim, a few of us genuinely believe that this is a more dangerous fight than Dyson. I believe this guy's got better hands and better defense. People say, but Dyson's bigger, etc. So Dyson's got a puncher's chance, to knock you out. But Will's had more knockouts than me and Dyson have had fights together. Do you know what I mean? So he's got the threat of knocking someone out as well. He's a switch hitter. He's awkward. I think he's got more to his game. I think he's a tricky customer.
No, he is.
But that all being said, I think I'm going to walk through him. I think I'm going to come down a good job, and I think I'm just going to walk through him. And I think my levels have changed a lot, man. I'm getting better every camp. I'm staying in camp, so my skill level's better. I'm around better guys. I'm sparring better guys. I know he's experienced. He's had over 800 fights, etc. But I believe I'm going to go there. I'm going to hurt him, and in 10-ounce gloves, man, they're going to realise the power's real, man. I'm going to hurt him and put a statement on there.
Do you believe you're going to win by knockout?
Yeah.
Have you got a prediction for what round?
3 or 4.
Yeah?
Yeah, but don't blink. It can be in round 1 if I land. But I'm going to go there, box, see what he's got, and then take him out from there.
Now moving on to the main event again. There's a title on the line.
Yeah.
We've got Abza against Subie. Speak to us about it.
Yeah, look, man. One thing we know about Abzi is the guy is a dog. Do you know what I mean? He pushes hard. We've seen it with the Giant. I've seen it from a young age, man. His first fight was against a tough lad from Bay Cup who were known. Similar to this, he had a similar setup and a build-up.
Yeah.
He were known as a big guy from Bay Cup, and everyone was like, "Oh, Abzi, sure you fighting him, etc." Man, and Abzi went there and he broke his nose and absolutely blasted him, and the crowd were going wild. But Abzi's about him, man. He's been fingered a few times. He's been in the deep end. He knows how to swim. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And every single day in the gym, man, he's sparring with top caliber guys, man. Do you know what I mean? He's sparring heavy punches and guys that are technically at a good level. So his sparring, I think, will be harder than the fight. And I think that's what's going to separate him is the experience and the sparring. Subie strong. Do you know what I mean? He's gym strong. He'll be lifting strong, etc. He'll be strong in there, and his presence will have a certain amount of pressure to deal with and overcome.
Yeah.
But I think Abdi sparring myself, Zayn, Fahim, Zakir, Marvia. You know the
high caliber,
it's just stacked. Do you know what I mean? The roster's stacked from, and he's sparring against better guys, and I think he's ready for it. People think that people saying, "Oh, look, he looks a bit scared and stuff." He's not scared at all, man. He's completely composed. I think he's gonna go there. I think he's gonna show big levels. I think these boys are really surprised. One thing about Abzi, he doesn't look good when you look at him from the outside.
Yeah.
He looks good, but he doesn't look as good as when you're in there and you feel his presence and he's a big guy moving sharp and fast and loose, etc. With a very good chin. I've never seen Abdi drop to anything and he's sparring serious guys, man. So this idea of him getting knocked out in first round, I think that's going to be the biggest downfall. When he's not knocked out, I think fear's going to creep in. And then I think it's going to be a long night for Subie. We'll look all the best to him, but I don't know. A lot of the lads from our area believe Subie's not going to make it. They think he's going to pull out.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. They're saying that there's some big red flags there and they think he's going to pull out. But look, regardless, man, I think
he'll show up.
Yeah.
I
hope so. But a lot of guys down area don't think it's going to happen, G, for whatever reasons. But we'll see. Inshallah, he comes there on fight night 100%. I'm have a good fight, but I think Abzi's going to be too much for him. That's my honest opinion.
You think Abzi stops him?
Yeah.
What round?
I think he's going to drown him, and I think he's going to take him late and drown him, man. Abzi's used to deep waters, man. I think he's going to take him late and drown him, yeah. But all the best, like I said, may the best man win on every single card. It's just my opinion, boys. I could be wrong. Don't need to get angry or upset with me. It's just my opinion. If you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. It is what it is.
So that was Big Sharks and Hassan breaking down the February 14th fight card. We still have a few tickets available. VIP, £40 general, £25 ghettos. It's going to be a cracking night. 19 electrifying bouts, 2 times title fights. You do not want to miss this. Like I said, Big Hits Promotions, bringing back that old school Fight Club feel. Whoop, there it is.